Hello everyone, I'm Belinda and I'm going to show you how to make fence board signs, the signs you can put in front of your door, the ones that say home sweet home or welcome, blessed, just anything you want it to say. I'm going to show you how, and let's begin. Here I have the fence board. I buy these fence boards at Lowe's and they are 6 feet tall when you buy them. So what I do is I cut about a foot off of them. So I just cut a foot off and I put them together and I make sure they are straight. And I put glue, use Elmer's wood glue. I put a little bit of glue in between all the way down, not too much, you don't want it to ooze out. And I glue it together, and then I also grab these at Lowe's as well. They are, I can tell you, see how thin they are. And I just cut these also about 6 inches. And I put one on each end, on the top and the bottom. I glue them as well, and I nail them on each side. I put more nails on the back than I do on this side, on each side. So as you can see, I already painted this one gray. All I do is water down the paint I use, and I use sponge brush, and I sponge paint, and I do the sides as well. So this one is dry, and I'm going to write Home Sweet Home on it. So let's start our stencil. Okay, I have my fence board here ready with my stencils, and I make my own stencils because it's kind of hard to find the right size you need and length, so I just make my own. Here I already stenciled the home. You can see the pencil marks, the HOME. And this one's, like I said, it's going to say Home Sweet Home. So I already stenciled. These are my homemade stencils, and there's sweet, the word sweet, and there's home right all the way down. You just got to make sure they fit good. So I'm going to make the letters black. Let's move this out of the way. And then I just have my water ready. Sometimes I use painter's tape just to make sure the lines are straight, but right now I'm not using it. And black, I'm going to use, like I said, I'm going to use this black apple barrel. Sometimes I use that one, or I use Craftsmart, because Walmart carries the apple barrel, and since the pandemic was going around, it was all sold out. So I went to Michael's and they have Craftsmart, so that's why I'm using these two. So I'm going to start with the black, and I'm already going to run out, so I'm just going to start. I have another one back up. So we're going to start. Sometimes I water it down a little bit because it's a little easier to work with. I just drip some on there. Just a little easier to manage and work with. Just water it down a little bit. And then I use this thick with this wide brush, because these letters are wide letters. So I go back and I fill out the top here with a thinner brush like this. Since I can't really do that with the thicker brush, I just go and fill out what I didn't get with the thick brush. I just want to make sure the lines are both straight. There is a piece of hair sticking out of this one. I have to cut it. So I do that, and then I just keep going with this thick brush. I just go in between here because sometimes you don't want to have a gap. I'm just going to continue this throughout the whole thing. Until we get to the, well, I do the black first, and then last I'll do the sweet. The word sweet, because it's a different color and it's overlapping this H a little bit. So that's why I do the black first. Okay, I finished with the black and both words home. As you can see, they're dry. After I'm done, I erase everything, like the pencil marks I leave behind, and so I'm going to do the word sweet. It's already written on here. And I'm going to do it turquoise. So, like I said, it's going to overlap. The black a little bit. Now sometimes I write it in pencil, but sometimes I don't. I add more, like sometimes I add a little bit more loop here on the S. I'll just make it a little thicker. Like I said, I water down this paint a little bit. You don't want to water it down too much, because then it will run through these the wood if it's too watery. So you can see I made 2 lines here, so like I said, I'll go back and erase. I'll erase the pencil marks. And you can paint whatever color you want. The word. There's the S. Let me go over this one a little bit. Oops. I know sometimes I make mistakes, so I'll just make it a little thicker. Okay, there's the S. Let's keep going with the W. And then also when we're done, I'll probably add a bow in the top. I also spray when we're done, after it dries. I erase the pencil marks and then I spray it with a clear coat just in case, so the paint won't run or fade if it's going to be outside. Hello, we are back. Now I finished writing the word sweet on here, and I erased, it's dry, and then I erased the pencil marks on there with my eraser. And so now I'm gonna just wipe off. I use a brush. I like to use a brush to just brush all the eraser dust off of there. Okay, just make sure you have all the pencil marks off before we spray. I spray it with clear. I usually use a matte, but I got semi-gloss, so this one worked good anyway. So let's spray it down. Let's see, there's something on here. Make sure everything's off. No dust. So just a quick spray, nothing too heavy. Want it light. And sometimes it brings out the color after you spray it, so that's good. So you just spray it like that and just let it dry, and then all we gotta do is put the bow on there. Okay, we're going to put the bow on the sign. We already sprayed it clear, it's dry, so we're gonna put the bow on there. And you can either put the bow, you can hot glue it, or use a staple gun, whichever, but I'm going to hot glue gun it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn it this way. Oops, put a little bit of hot glue right here. It comes out. And on this end, and I cut a strip just to go across. Place it on there. Make sure it's dry. Stuck on there. And just bring it across. Make sure it's straight. There you go. Turn it around, and there you go. Now I'm gonna put some burlap on there, and then the other bow on top. So I'm going to hot glue this here. The glue gun. And this burlap, I just wrapped it with some pipe cleaners. Just hold it right there. I like to put it angled, the bow, not necessarily right in the middle. Okay, now I'm gonna put glue right in the center for the bow. And I already pre-cut the bow, made the bow on here. Just wait a few seconds and just fix. Oops. Just wait. We'll wait until it dries. So you just put the bow in, I guess, just arrange it, move it around a little bit after the glue dries, and there is our sign. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you do. If not, just go on to the next video. But if you do make this sign, I mean, it's not perfect. The lines aren't that straight like you know when you buy it, but you know what? You made it. It's your sign. You know, nobody's perfect. So, hope you enjoy. Till next time. Bye-bye.